What's up YouTube, this is GalacticGod, and I'm coming at you today with a video to talk about the Burning Abyss archetype and whether or not they are too powerful for the game. Now I've seen a lot of different people talking about this lately on whether or not this deck has now reached the tier 0 status and something needs to be done about it. Now this talk has obviously intensified with the Forbidden/Limited list looming over us, but my question to you guys is what, if anything, should be hit from the Burning Abyss archetype? Personally, I've never been a big fan of banning any card. I always think that there's alternative methods to reducing the strength or overpoweredness of any kind of deck or archetype. Usually when you place a card on the Forbidden list, it ultimately kills that deck type. When with the Burning Abyss being rather new to the game, plus it's a TCG exclusive so no one in the OCG has even gotten to use it yet, I just don't see them really doing that. But what Konami could do is limit many of the cards being used in the deck. Personally, I think the most likely targets for those limits would be cards that have been released in the game for a lengthy amount of time. Cards like Phoenix Wing Wind Blast, Regeki Break, and even Karmakud have been out in the game for quite a while now. I think limiting each of these cards down to one on the upcoming ban list would be a good place to start. And if that doesn't slow the deck down enough and lower it back down to a tier 1 type of level, then possibly we can go into limiting some of the archetype specific cards. Either Traveler of the Burning Abyss or Fire Lake or even Dante himself could be limited to 1 and not totally kill the deck. We've seen Konami do this quite recently when they limited Super Polymerization to 1, while not touching any of the new Shadal cards. Doing this slowed the archetype down, but did not completely kill it off. So if I had to put money on anything, I would not expect to see any of the Burning Abyss cards up on the ban list. I would actually be pretty surprised if they limited any of them. What I do expect to see, as I stated earlier in the video, is them hitting a lot of the older cards that are used within that deck. But maybe you guys have a different take on this. So in the comment section below, let me know your guys' thoughts on this subject. Do you believe the Burning Abyss archetype to be too overpowered, too tier 0 of status, and need to be hit drastically? Or do you think just a couple of well-timed hits to cards that have already been released in the meta for a very long time are what the deck needs to bring it back down to the level of all the other archetypes that are out in the current format? And I guess that's it for now. This is GalacticGod, out.